What do you do when someone disrespects you? Do you retaliate? Do you assert your dominance? Or do you pause, breathe, and say nothing at all? Today, let's explore why strategic silence is the most lethal form of power you can possess. Not silence born from fear, but a cold, deliberate, and tactical stillness. In a society where everyone wants to be heard, the man who chooses not to speak commands the most attention. When disrespected, our instinct is to react. That surge in your chest, that itch to clap back, it's natural. But natural is not always powerful. Reaction is instinctive. Control is cultivated. Here's the truth. Reacting instantly gives the enemy what they crave: your energy, your attention, your emotional center. But when you choose silence, you flip the script. You become unreadable, unpredictable, and that is terrifying to people who seek control over others. History has proven it. The greatest minds, Sun Tzu, Machiavelli, even Caesar, understood the potency of restraint. They didn't fight every battle. They didn't answer every insult. They watched, they listened, they calculated. Because real power isn't loud. It's silent, it's slow burning, it doesn't need to shout. Imagine this. Someone tries to humiliate you. The crowd turns to watch. They expect fireworks. Instead, they get silence. No expression, no words, just you, composed. That moment right there, that's power. Your silence forces them to confront their own behavior. Their insult now echoes in a vacuum, unanswered. They begin to wonder, did they go too far? Are you planning something? Are you that confident? You see, silence does more than protect your pride. It projects control. It communicates that you're on a different level, that they aren't even worth a response. But let's not mistake this for passivity. Silence is not weakness. It's preparation. While they chatter, you observe. While they mock, you analyze. You learn how they move, who supports them, what their patterns are. And when you strike, it's not out of emotion. It's out of strategy. Calculated, precise, final. This is the art of psychological warfare. Your enemy wanted to spark a war. Instead, they sparked curiosity, fear of the unknown. You've become the ghost in the room, the shadow people can't predict, the man they whisper about because your silence speaks louder than their screams. In my experience, and maybe in yours too, most memorable people are not those who yell the loudest, but those who control the atmosphere without saying a word. The ones who maintain composure in the face of chaos. The ones who understand that the real war isn't out there, it's within. Control of self is the birthplace of power. When others are triggered, you're watching. When they escalate, you're noting. You've already won the game by not playing it on their terms. Let them think you're soft. Let them believe you're weak. Let them laugh. Because when the moment comes, when they least expect it, your silence becomes your sword. And they won't see it coming. This isn't just philosophy, it's practice. Let's break it down. Silence as unpredictability. People fear what they can't label. The more silent you are, the more they project their fears onto you. Silence as strategy. You're collecting data, not avoiding conflict. Silence gives you leverage. Silence as strength. Emotional discipline is the mark of a leader. The man who doesn't flinch is the one they'll remember. They wanted a reaction. You gave them a mystery. And in that mystery, you gained all the power. Let's talk about perception. In the eyes of the world, perception is reality. It's not who you are, it's who they think you are. Every emotional outburst weakens that perception. Every unnecessary word chips away at your power. But silence? Silence builds the myth. It makes you larger than life. People begin to imagine what you're capable of. And imagination, my friend, is a weapon. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to fight every battle. You only fight the ones worth winning. That's not weakness. That's elite control. Even your allies should feel a touch of uncertainty. That's not manipulation. That's preservation. Because when no one can fully predict you, no one can fully use you. You're not reactive, you're proactive. You don't just win, you choose when to win. And timing in the game of power is everything. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that stillness makes them speak. Your silence forces them to reveal themselves. And every time they do, you gather more. So be the storm that doesn't rage. Be the earthquake that doesn't tremble until it's time. Let them laugh now. Let them underestimate you. Let them think you've lost. And when the conditions align, respond once with precision, and they'll never forget it. True power isn't about reacting, it's about ruling. It's not about noise, it's about presence. The man who masters silence holds the world in suspense. He speaks when it matters. And when he does, people listen. So next time someone disrespects you, remember, you are not obligated to perform. Your energy is too valuable to be thrown at fools. Your silence is not empty, it's full of calculation. Let them speak. Let them shout. You remain. Still, silent, dangerous. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius?